For you guys, it's the first time you've played a match in over a month and a half since coming off a loss. I mean, did it change the mentality at all, or just kind of business as usual, knowing that you're going to be able to take care of business if you play your game?
I think it absolutely caused a little bit of a shift in our mentality. I think we were waiting for a really long time, and to have a loss like that at home where we were so close, like we were right there with them, and we had a lot of great volleyball come out of that game. However, there were just a little things that we needed to fix, and so that was our primary focus in practice this week, and I think that will translate into games, and we're just looking forward to getting better. And even though we lost and it sucks, I think we can always turn it into a positive.
What did you guys see? You guys were able to kind of neutralize the attack largely, especially number 11, Bailey. What did you see up there in the block that kind of allowed you guys to control where Utah was going with their sets and opportunities?
Yeah, I think our coaches do a really good job at scouting. And so that kind of takes a little bit of pressure off of us because we kind of know what to expect coming in the match. We know every single hitter's tendencies. Even if you're a sub, we know your tendencies. And we focus on shutting down certain players, and respect to her. She's a pretty good player for that team, but she was one. So with respect to her, we wanted to shut her down, and I think we successfully did that. Just making sure we were taking away the right zone with our block, and then our defense being able to work behind it. It clicked very well.
And you transferred over from UC Davis. How has the current Cougs helped you elevate your game since coming over?
Absolutely. I had a great time at UC Davis. I loved my team, loved my coaches, but I had to make the transfer because of grad school and all this stuff, and I'm lucky that I got that extra year from COVID. But I would definitely say that being in an environment that has such higher level volleyball, I mean, I went from a team that was, I don't even know what they're ranked. No shade, but like it was probably like below the 200s, and now I'm on the 4th team in the nation. You'd expect that the level of volleyball in the gym is really high and competitive, and I think that just being in that atmosphere has made me better. It makes you more competitive. We have multiple people in my position as well. And, as much as people want to say like there's competition, I think we're all just making each other better players. And in that way, we're making each other better teammates. And I feel the atmosphere in there is much more, how would I say, like connected. Like we all have a very common goal, and we're all really good, and we're making each other better every day. So.
And 7 kills was your second highest this season. Was there something about your swing that you felt confident in? Was Arhe setting you up better? Or what about today's match helped you succeed?
I think that was one of the things I focused on this week. There was a couple misconnections in games previously, and I think I had to switch my mentality a little bit just to be more aggressive when I'm going up, not thinking like, I don't know, sometimes if there's high tension in a match or like you were really tight, it's really easy to get tentative. And I think I pride myself on being aggressive, so I just needed to switch my mentality back into that. So getting extra reps in the gym this week with Arj and just with my coaches, just getting everything clicking again. I'm really lucky that she believed in me and that she gave me the ball as much as she did tonight to allow that to happen, and just that switch of mentality and her believing me and me trusting her. It worked really well together tonight, yeah.
Along the same lines of playing for the number 4 team in the nation, without giving away any top secrets, are there any particular practices or routines that are different here than you've seen before that have really separated yourself and your game this year?
I don't really know that anything is really different. I think I have a lot of friends in like other college volleyball teams, and in my experience and talking to them, I think every practice in season at least tends to be like the same kind of drill, same kind of structure. However, like each individual player is working on something themselves that day. So having that focus, I think one thing that I really like that we have is we have a whiteboard in our gym, and every day you can come in and you want to focus on 1 to 2 things, never too many. Like you don't want to overwhelm yourself with stuff, but every day we have little things that we're working towards, but the structure of practice is usually similar with different focuses each week.
Again, coming off the loss from Stanford, going to like off of the court and in the locker room, how does the vibes with the team like affect how you improve to look going forward? And is there anything that you specifically do within your team to just boost yourselves up and stay in a positive mood?
Are you referring to the loss itself or just after those 2 first sets?
Just after the loss from Stanford, coming back like with a week preparation time to get back in that mindset, like is there anything that you guys do team bonding to pick yourselves back up and get back in that mindset?
Right. I think, after that game, vibes were a little down, vibes were a little low, only because we were just so the separation was really small. But I think we had Sunday or the rest of Sunday off to have to ourselves, and we had Monday off. We had study hall. That day and a half really allows you to recuperate. And then I think, and then there's little conversations happening between our teammates, and in the conversations that I had with my teammates, I think, we acknowledge that it sucked, but we also acknowledge that some really good plays came out of that match, and we have to look at it on the positive and say, okay, these 3 small specific things are things we're going to focus on this week, and we're going to get better on it by the next time we play them.